Good morning. Got back from my walk and I just did my stretching warm-up, getting my body all loose and ready to go. Today is Thursday, it's pull day. I got up this morning, I did my 3-mile walk, a little sweat going. It is starting to warm up around here, so we will see how long I keep this top on once I start working out here. The sun's coming up, and once that sun starts beating down on me, it starts heating up really good. And I've already got over an hour in the suit, so I've got a pretty good sweat going right now. So let's get ready to go. Pull's coming up. All right, first thing, obviously, deadlifts. We're going with the black band. We're doing our 10 to 12 warm-up sets, warm-up reps to get things all locked in, ready to go. Obviously, you saw last week or so when I was pulling back instead of pulling straight up, and I almost over-tipped myself. This is what this is kind of doing. I'm sinking my mind into what I need to do when I get to that yellow band. All right, that was 12 warm-up reps. Starting off with using my hamstrings and my glutes to really come up, and then as those warmed up, then I started using my lats to pull the band first and then to stand up. Just kind of getting everything all warmed up, ready to go. All right, next up, yellow band deadlift. Got the straps. This is a pointer. If you're going to use the straps when you're doing these, make sure that you turn the open end of the hooks to the back side. Otherwise, your straps will get hooked into those hooks when you scoot your hands out. And then trying to get out of that is not always fun. But I put my hooks, open end hooks, to the back side so that that doesn't happen. 18 solid pulls. Whew. Whew. That was good. Like always, that first one coming out of the start until you get all those muscles all tensed up is always the hard one. And once you come up and everything's locked in, come back down for that second one, everything's already tight, ready to go. Like usual, that first one's always a hard one. Whew. All right, and catch our breath. All right, next up is bent rows. I had to take the top off. After I finished deadlifts, I got a call on the phone to go in and get the wife up and get her going for the day. So got her up, got her assisted, and while I was in the house, I just started overheating big time wearing the sauna suit. So I came out here, I take it off. Whew, feels better, but now we're gonna get our workouts done. We're doing bent rows, we're doing supinated palms up, and we're doing with the dark gray band. Let's just get going. Oh. 19. Just squeezing those lats as hard as you can and keep them tense whole time, even sliding them back down, keep them flexed. Whew. And then try not to rock, right? To rock back or anything. Just get yourself locked in that position and just pull with your lats and your arms. Whew. All right, take a break when we got biceps coming up. All right, up next, curls, wide bar, light gray band, standard, elbows locked curls, and then we'll switch over, we'll do some drag curls, switch over and then do some forearm curls, and we'll see how we burn out with that. Oh my God. 35 total with that. Just trying to keep those biceps as flexed as possible the whole time. Just keeping that mind bicep connection. Coming up, squeezing them as hard as you can. Here. The two females don't like each other, and they like to fight for my attention. So when the other one shows up, Mia, the one who is the one that comes in the house, she really doesn't like Petey. And Petey likes to come to me when there's no one around, when I'm out here working out. So it becomes a little fight between both of them on who I'm gonna give attention to when they both see me at the same time. All right, so that was a good little workout there. I like that. Out here, elbows locked, full curl. In the beginning, my hands were kind of loose as I was just getting that pump going, trying to put all that concentration into the bicep. And then as it started getting harder, I started squeezing even more. I think I'm gonna start putting my fat grips on there to get a bigger fat grip. And then obviously once I couldn't get the bar up anymore, then I switched over to drag curls, really finishing that out, doing the drags. And then switching over to the forearm curl just at the end, just to get the brachialis worked out there. Took a little break as I stepped up to the 20-pound dumbbells, and I was just trying to finish that pump up and just trying to hold that there as you're just finishing that out until I couldn't pick those up anymore. So biceps done. Break time because we got legs to finish it off. All right, split squats. To start off with the right leg that has the issue with the hip and the knee. We're gonna start off with that one first while we're fresh. We're doing the dark gray band, and we're just gonna do them until we exhaust. Oh my God. I could tell when that knee or that leg starts to get tired because I start losing my balance a little bit. Whew. Just, whew. Funny how I'm right-handed, dominant, but yet my right leg is the weaker one than my left leg. Well, that has to do with, obviously, with the hip flexor and the knee. So slowly working that back up. All right, let's go with the left leg. I always end up stalling because I know the pain that I just put the right leg through is gonna end up going to the left leg. So I might as well get it done because after this, I've got some stretching to do on the pull-up bar, some hanging stretching, stretching the arms and stretching the back out, and then we're done. So let's get this done. Oh. All right, 20 with both legs. Oh, that was good. All right, that concludes the workout portion. I'm going to do some hanging from the pull-up bar, some inverted and whatever, just do some hanging, stretch the back and everything. I wish I looked better than I do, but it's a slow progress. I make a confession. I don't always follow my diet plan. And yes, I fail when I'm following my diet plan. I'm not failing when I'm doing my workouts. I am failing because I'm hitting those fail zones, but I'm failing when I'm doing my diet plan. And there's a lot of things that go with that, and everybody has their own issues in their life. Some people don't have any distractions in their life and are very super disciplined, and they can go and they can make all this meal prep and they can just eat that all day long. And that's great. You don't have a spouse or kids or anything else to mess up your program. For me, I have a spouse who is 100% dependent on me. She's disabled, so requires for me to take care of her on all of her needs. So there's stresses that come with that type of lifestyle. This is a good place for me to get my workout in and keep myself healthy. But when it comes to the kitchen or going out somewhere, or in the end of the evening after a stressful day of dealing with things, I might want a beer. I might want some rum. I might want some vodka. I might want some gin and tonic. I might want something to just totally forget about all of the stresses of the day and chill out. So I am failing in that regard. And not that I have to have all this stuff, but at the point where you're living your life and things are happening, it's just nice to be able to just sit down, pour yourself a double shot of rum and just sip on that while you're watching some TV. It might be nice to go out to dinner somewhere, and instead of sticking on to that meat only, you're out at Italian and hey, I want some lasagna because this place we go for lasagna is just freaking screaming. I can't turn that down because I'm taking my wife out and she's enjoying her life as much as she can. So I'm going to actually participate in helping her enjoy her life. So there is a slower melting off of all of my fat in this regard. I am 100% natural, like I've said before. No TRT, no nothing, no shots in the ass, no pills, no nothing. I do Fortagen on days when I'm not fasting, and I try and keep my protein up around 200 grams or above. And you know, hey, sometimes I have some carbs. Like I said, we're going out to dinner or we're doing something. We're going to a concert this Friday, and I imagine we're gonna have some drinks, and we're probably gonna stop somewhere and get some food on the way. And I'm not just gonna bring, you know, a steak in the car and just eat that instead. So I'm enjoying my life. So not exactly where I want to be, but I am happy with where I want to be, because for one thing, I had to take my wife's scooter in and out of the car or the pickup truck all the time, daily, multiple times, getting her in and out of the car. And that scooter is heavy, and you can break it down into smaller pieces to get it in and out. And when I first started doing that, I was breaking it down to smaller pieces, but I'm actually to the point now where I'm strong enough to pick the whole thing up with the battery included, and I can pick the whole thing up, the back end up, get it up here, grab the front, and I can just load it into the pickup truck, or I can load it into the van, and I can pull the whole thing out and set it down. And when you're doing that multiple times in a day, when your wife wants to go to multiple stores looking for an item, or she's doing things, you're taking that scooter in and out multiple times. I have had no back issues with doing that. A couple of years ago, I had some back issues taking that scooter in and out. And even when I was had my back issues with the X3, when I was actually overdoing the deadlifts and taking them to total full exhaustions, doing the half reps, and I ended up straining my muscles in my low back, I did have problems taking that thing out. I was breaking it down to the smaller pieces. And that gets annoying, taking it apart constantly when you're going in and out and in and out, going to multiple places. So to the point now where I can just grab the bar in the back, pick the whole thing up, the rear end where the battery and the motor is, pick the front end up, and just load it into the car. So, and I'll put a picture up here of what the scooter looks like. It's not super heavy, but it is awkward and big. So I'm happy with the fact that I can continue to be healthy, to make sure that my wife gets as much enjoyment out of life with her physical limitations. So that's where I'm happy at. I'm happy at coming out here and working out every day, showing that you can make progress. Other people can make greater progress than I can, because they're super more disciplined than I can be when it comes down to the diet. For me and for other people, the diet is the hardest part, and it's always been the hardest part for me. There's been times when I was freaking powerlifting and doing some crazy weights when I was back in my 30s and stuff, and I was just eating everything I could back then. And I was like 260. I was a lot bigger, and I was that Pillsbury Doughboy kind of fat. But the job I did required, you know, a little bit of bulk, throwing bodies around and stuff like that. So I'm done with all that. Now it's trying to get lean and live longer and be healthy. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm doing more fasting. I'm trying to eat cleaner and drink less, obviously. But life happens, and sometimes you need something to just cut a little edge off of life. So that's my little confession today. I am trying to be as disciplined as I can. Like today, I'm going to work on a 24-hour fast. I'm working on fasting all day today and not going to eat till tomorrow. This week was supposed to be a fasting week, but earlier in the week I was just freaking starving. So I had to eat, and now I'm feeling pretty good. So I'm gonna try and give it a full fast today, and I won't eat until tomorrow, maybe breakfast, maybe dinner tomorrow. Well, we're gonna be going out to the concert, so I'll have to eat something in the morning and get some food in me so we can go to the concert. So, and then next week, you know, next week is a regular week. Try and throw a little 24, 40-hour fasting in there a couple times that week. And then after that, we have the update on the cutting weight sweatsuit, sauna suit, my impressions of it, and if I've lost any or whatever. I know I've stepped on the scale the past couple of days, and I can see that I am still below 230. So that's a big bonus that I'm keeping below 230 at this point. Now I just need to slowly work that down into the 2 teens and get down there, and then just slowly work it down. I don't want to go too fast and make myself unhealthy, so I'm slowly getting it down. Thank you for listening to me run on here with my confession and my impressions of life and things that I deal with. But then again, I'm showing up here 4 or 5 days a week, doing my workouts, getting them done, showing them you can get them done daily. You don't have to spend as much time out here as I do. You can just come and get them done all within 15, 20 minutes, one after another, and be done. For me, I'm out here, some days are quicker, some days are longer. It just depends on what I feel like doing that day. Today was kind of a longer break in between. I was going as heavy as I could. I think I might have to go up to a band on the biceps, start going up a band on the biceps instead of light gray. I need to go up to the dark gray and start doing that continuously. So think I figured that out today. So that will be step up next time I do pulls with dark gray on the biceps. Start getting that. So thanks everybody. I got it done. I'm gonna go live my life now, and I will see you back here tomorrow morning for pushes. And it's starting to get warm again. Spring is here, almost summer.